Let's look at a lesson from Tili Kannada grade 7. The name of this lesson is JAATREYALLI ONdu SUTTU. JAATRE means a village fair or a village festival. Ondu Suttu means going around the village festival. ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮುಗಿದು ಬೇಸಿಗೆ ರಜೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಯಿತು. ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ means exam, ಮುಗಿದು means over, finished. ಬೇಸಿಗೆ ರಜೆ is summer holidays, ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಯಿತು means started. So the exams finished and the summer holidays had started. ವೇಣು ಮತ್ತು ರಶ್ಮಿ ತಾಯಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಅಜ್ಜನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟರು. So Venu and Rashmi along with their mother left for their grandfather's house. ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನದ ವೇಳೆಗಾಗಲೇ ಅಜ್ಜನ ಮನೆ ತಲುಪಿದರು. So they reached, talupu means reach. So they reached grandfather's house in the afternoon. Madhyana is afternoon. ಸಂಜೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಊರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ಜಾತ್ರೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟರು. ಸಂಜೆ means evening. So in the evening all of them went to the village fair. Then ಜಾತ್ರೆ ಮೈದಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲು ಸಾಲು ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳು. So in the grounds where the village fair was taking place, there were rows of shops. ಆಟಿಕೆ ಸಾಮಾನುಗಳ, ಬಲೂನುಗಳ, ಗೊಂಬೆಗಳ, ಬಳೆ ಸರಗಳ, ಬೆಂಡು ಬತಾಸು, ಸಿಹಿ ತಿಂಡಿಗಳ ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳು ಒಂದೆಡೆ. So at one side there were shops of toys. ಆಟಿಕೆ ಸಾಮಾನುಗಳು means toys, balloons, ಗೊಂಬೆ means dolls, ಬಳೆ ಸರ is bangles, jewelry, bangles and necklace. Then ಬೆಂಡು ಬತಾಸು ಸಿಹಿ ತಿಂಡಿಗಳ ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳು. ಸಿಹಿ ತಿಂಡಿ means sweet snacks. ಬೆಂಡು ಬತಾಸು is a kind of a sweet. So there were shops, all these kind of items were sold in those shops. Then at one side these kind of shops were there. Then ಬಟ್ಟೆ, ಪಾತ್ರೆ, ಹೂವು, ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳ ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳ ಸಾಲು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಡೆ. ಬಟ್ಟೆ means clothes, ಪಾತ್ರೆ is utensils or vessels, ಹೂವು ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳು is fruits and flowers. So there were shops which were selling clothes, vessels and also flowers and fruits at another side. ಮಗದೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಹೋಟೆಲುಗಳು, ಜೋಕಾಲಿಗಳು, ತೂಗು ತೊಟ್ಟಿಲುಗಳು ಇದ್ದವು. And at another place there were a lot of hotels and swings and places and things to play. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದರೂ ಜನಸಾಗರ. So wherever you see, you could see a group or a huge crowd of people. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಜ್ಜನೊಡನೆ ಜಾತ್ರೆ ಅಂಗಳವನ್ನು ಪ್ರವೇಶಿಸಿದರು. So they entered the village fair. ವೇಣು ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯದಿಂದ, ಅಬ್ಬಾ ಅಜ್ಜ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳಿವೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರತಿದಿನವೂ ಹೀಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತವೆಯೇ? So Venu was surprised looking at so many shops there, and he asks his grandfather, there are so many shops here, every day will there be so many shops? ಅಜ್ಜ, ಇಲ್ಲ ವೇಣು, ಬೇರೆ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳು ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಾತ್ರೆಗೆಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಹಾಕಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. So grandfather is saying, no, other days it is not like this, because it is village fair, specially they have put on these stores or these stalls. Rashmi, ಅಜ್ಜ, ಜಾತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲೇಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳು? So Rashmi is asking, if it is not happening every day, then why only for village fair, why have they put so many stalls and shops? ಅಜ್ಜ, ರಶ್ಮಿ, ಜಾತ್ರೆಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬರುತ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲವಾ? ಬಂದವರು ತಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದುದನ್ನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಅನುಕೂಲವಾಗಲೆಂದು ದೂರದ ಊರುಗಳಿಂದ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಸ್ಥರು ಬರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಮಾರಾಟಗಾರರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಅವಕಾಶವಲ್ಲವೇ? So grandfather is saying, because it's a village fair, there will be a lot of people coming here. So it will be very convenient if they find everything they require at one place. And also there are a lot of people who come from far away places and put up a stall or a shop here. So it is also an opportunity for the people who want to sell their goods. So that for that reason there are so many shops here. Venu, ಈ ಜಾತ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತದೆ? So Venu is asking, for how long will this village fair take place? ಅಜ್ಜ, ರಥ ಎಳೆಯುವುದು ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಮಾತ್ರ. So the main thing of a village fair is usually the village will have a village god. So they'll place that god on a chariot and they will take the chariot all around the village, and people will worship and pray the god, and then they will have a lot of programs also. So that is what usually happens in a village fair. So the pulling of the chariot, that is the main event of a village fair. So grandfather say the pulling of the chariot happens only for one day. ಆದರೆ ಜನರ ಓಡಾಟ 2-3 ದಿನಗಳವರೆಗೂ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ದ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ 2 to 3 days. ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಬೀದಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸುತ್ತಿ ಬರೋಣ. ಸೊ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್, ಕಮ್ ಆನ್, ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಲುಕ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಶಾಪ್ಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಬೀದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸುತ್ತಾಡಿ ರಥಬೀದಿಗೆ ಬಂದರು. ಸೊ ದೇ first go through all the streets where there are shops, and then they finally come to the street where the chariot is there. ವೇಣುವಿನ ಗೆಳೆಯ ಇರ್ಫಾನ್ ತನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಎದುರಾದನು. And in the opposite direction there was Venu's friend Irfan coming along with his parents. ವೇಣುವನ್ನು ನೋಡುತ್ತಲೇ ಇರ್ಫಾನ್ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಅಪ್ಪಿಕೊಂಡ. And as soon as he saw Venu, Irfan went and hugged him. ವೇಣು, ಇರ್ಫಾನ್ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀಯಾ? ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಯಿತು. ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀಯಾ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು, ಅಂಡ್ ಸಂತೋಷ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಸೊ ವೇಣು ಸೇ, ಇರ್ಫಾನ್ ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು, ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಸಿ ಯು ಹಿಯರ್. ಇರ್ಫಾನ್, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮೂರ ಜಾತ್ರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯ ರಥವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಿಸಿದವರು ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಇರ್ಫಾನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಫೈನ್, ಅಂಡ್ this is our village fest or a village fair. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯ ರಥವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಿಸಿದವರು ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ನಿರ್ಮಿಸು means to construct or prepare the chariot. Do you know who did this? ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಕಣೋ. So he says it is my father. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವರ ಗೆಳೆಯರಾದ ರಮೇಶ್, ಜಾರ್ಜ್, ಮಹಮ್ಮದ್, ವಿನ್ಸೆಂಟ್, ಶಂಕರಪ್ಪ ಇತರರೂ ಸೇರಿ ರಥ ನಿರ್ಮಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So he says my father along with his friends. So he's naming all his father's friends here, saying, and he says that they all together they prepared or they constructed this chariot. ವೇಣು, ಹೌದು, ರಥ ಜೋಡಣೆ, ಅದರ ಅಲಂಕಾರ ತುಂಬಾ ಸೊಗಸಾಗಿದೆ. So Venu saying, yeah, the formation of the chariot, the way it is constructed, the decoration, everything is looking so beautiful. ಇರ್ಫಾನ್, ಹೌದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಹಲವು ದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿ ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಸಿದ್ಧತೆ. So Irfan says, yes, it is not done in one day. People have taken a lot of days and they have put in a lot of efforts, and then they have made this arrangement. ವೇಣು, ಎಂತಹ ಕುಶಲತೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಸೊಗಸಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ವೇಣು ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್, ವಾವ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಫುಲಿ ಡನ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್. ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಮವಾದ್ಯದ ಶಬ್ದ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಗಮನ ಸೆಳೆಯಿತು. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕುತೂಹಲಗೊಂಡರು. ಸೊ while they were talking, they heard a instrument sound. Charmavadya means it's a kind of an instrument. So all of them heard that sound, and the children were curious to know what that sound is and from where that sound was coming. Rashmi, adenu ajja, adenu shabda. So Rashmi is asking her grandfather, what noise or what sound is that? Ajja, ಜನರ ಗಮನ ಸೆಳೆಯಲು ದೊಂಬರಾಟದವರು ನುಡಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ಚರ್ಮವಾದ್ಯ. ಸೊ ಗಮನ ಸೆಳೆಯುವುದು means to draw attention, to draw the attention of the people. Dombarata is a kind of a what do you say, it's a kind of a trick or like a gymnastics which is done in the villages. There's a picture here. If you see, there is a thin string here, and this girl, she's walking on that string. She's balancing herself with a long stick, and she's carefully walking on this. This thing is called as dombarata. It's kind like a kind of a gymnastics. So this, whatever they are doing here, this is called as dombarata. Okay, so the people who are doing that, to draw the attention of the people, they are playing that instrument. Rashmi, ದೊಂಬರಾಟವೇ ಹಾಗೆಂದರೇನು ಅದೆಂತಹ ಆಟ? So she's asking, what is this? What kind of a game is it? ಅಜ್ಜ, ಆಟದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಯಬೇಕಾ? ಹಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. So grandfather saying, do you want to know what it is? Then come, let us go there itself. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ದೊಂಬರಾಟ ನೋಡಲು ಹೋದರು. ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಜನರ ಗುಂಪು, ನಡುವೆ ತಂತಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಾಲಕಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. So all of them go to see this ದೊಂಬರಾಟ. And ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಜನರ ಗುಂಪು means all around there are crowds of people. ನಡುವೆ ತಂತಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಾಲಕಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. So in between that they can see that a small young girl is walking on a string. ವೇಣು, ವಾಹ್ ಇರ್ಫಾನ್, ನೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ತಂತಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. So Venu is telling to Irfan, wow, look at that. Look at how that girl is walking on that string there. ಇರ್ಫಾನ್, ಹೌದು, ಅವಳ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಸಾಹಸವನ್ನು ಮೆಚ್ಚಲೇಬೇಕು. So Irfan says, yes, she has so much of courage and bravery. We have to appreciate her courage. ರಶ್ಮಿ, ಅವಳು ಯಾವ ಆಧಾರವೂ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ನೋಡು. So Rashmi is saying, see, she doesn't even have any support and she is walking on that string or the wire. ವೇಣು, ಕೋಲಿನ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ ದೇಹದ ಸಮತೋಲನ ಕಾಯ್ದು ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. So Kolu is a stick, samatolana is balance. So she is balancing her body with that stick and she is walking on that string or the thin wire. Very carefully she is walking. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ನಿರಂತರ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲವೇ ಅಜ್ಜ? So abhyasa is practice. So continuous practice and some courage is required to do this. ಅಜ್ಜ, ಹೌದು, ನೀನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಸರಿ. So grandfather is saying, yes, what you're saying is correct. It is right. ರಶ್ಮಿ, ಅಜ್ಜ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ದುಡಿಸುವುದು ತಪ್ಪಲ್ಲವೇ? So ದುಡಿಸು means to make them work. ತಪ್ಪಲ್ಲವೇ is wrong. So Rashmi is asking her grandfather, she is such a young girl. Isn't it not wrong to make her work like this? ಅಲ್ದೆ ಅವಳು ನಮ್ಮಂತೆ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಲ್ಲವೇ? And moreover, she has to go to school, isn't it? ಅಜ್ಜ, ಹೌದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮತ್ತು ಹಕ್ಕಿನ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಜಾರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. So grandfather is saying, yes, that is the reason we have rules for the rights of education for small children. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹಿಂದೆ ಈ ಆಟಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. And not only this, they were even using a lot of animals to do such tricks. ಈಗ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸಬಾರದೆಂಬ ಕಾನೂನು ಇದೆ. But now there are rules and law that you cannot use animals. ವೇಣು, ಅಜ್ಜ, ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿಯನ್ನು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸುವಂತೆ ಅವಳ ತಂದೆಗೆ ಹೇಳೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ. So Venu is saying, come on, let's go and talk to her father and convince him to admit her in a school. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ದೊಂಬರಾಟದವನ ಬಳಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಹುಡುಗಿಯನ್ನು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸುವಂತೆ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಂಡರು. So all of them went to that girl's father and asked him to admit that girl in a school. ದೊಂಬರಾಟದವನು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮಾತುಗಳಿಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸೋತು ಮಗಳನ್ನು ಶಾಲೆ ಸೇರಿಸಲು ಒಪ್ಪುತ್ತಾನೆ. And the father, he is convinced with the way the children spoke to him and he agrees to admit his daughter in the school. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ and the children feel very happy. ರಶ್ಮಿ, ಅಜ್ಜ, ಈಗ ರಥ ನೋಡಲು ಹೋಗೋಣವೇ? So Rashmi is asking grandfather, now can we go to see the chariot? ಅಜ್ಜ, ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಈಗ ಏನಾದರೂ ತಿಂತೀರಾ? So grandfather saying, yes, let's go. But before that, do you people want to eat something? ವೇಣು, ಬೇಡ ಅಜ್ಜ, ತೆರೆದಿಟ್ಟ ತಿಂಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನಬಾರದು. So Venu saying, no, all these snacks are open, they are not covered, so we should not eat them. ಅವುಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಧೂಳು ಕ್ರಿಮಿಕೀಟಗಳು ಕುಳಿತಿರುತ್ತವೆ. So there will be lot of dust and germs on such kind of food. ರಶ್ಮಿ, ವೇಣು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಸರಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ತಿಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಂತಿ ಭೇದಿ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ ಹಾಗಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. So Rashmi is saying, yes, whatever Venu is saying is true. If we eat this kind of food, we will fall sick. Sick how? How you will fall sick? You will have a stomach upset. You will have vomiting or you will have loose motion. So she says, this is how we will fall sick. Our teacher has taught us this. Ajja, haude, ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ತೆರೆದಿಟ್ಟ ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿನ್ನುವುದು ಬೇಡ ಬನ್ನಿ ಈಗ ರಥದ ಬಳಿ ಹೋಗೋಣಲ್ವೇ. So grandfather saying, is it? Oh, then it is better not to eat. Let us not eat. Now let us go to the chariot. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ರಥದ ಬಳಿಗೆ ಹೊರಟರು. ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ಮಿಸಿದ ವೇದಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕಂಡರು. So all of them went near the chariot and they could see a lot of stage around here and there. Rashmi, ಅಜ್ಜ ಆ ವೇದಿಕೆಗಳು ಏಕೆ? So Rashmi is asking, why are there so many stages there? ಅಜ್ಜ ರಥವನ್ನು ಎಳೆದ ನಂತರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಟಕ, ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ, ಬಯಲಾಟ, ನೃತ್ಯ ಮುಂತಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತವೆ. So grandfather say, after the chariot is like after they pull the chariot and go around, after that there will be a lot of programs like drama, yakshagana. See, yakshagana, bayalata, these are all kind of folk kind of entertainment. They are all similar to drama. And nritya is dance. So there are so many kinds of programs that will take place after the chariot is pulled. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ರಥ ಎಳೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So now he shows the children that people have started pulling the chariot. They'll pull it and they'll go all around the village. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ರಥದ ಸನಿಹಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರು. So all of them went closer to the chariot. ಜನರು ಭಕ್ತಿ ಭಾವದಿಂದ ಘೋಷಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಗುತ್ತಾ ರಥವನ್ನು ಎಳೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. So the people who were pulling the chariot, they had a lot of devotion and they were shouting slogans. Slogans means like hailing God. The slogans were like hailing God, like Jai Shri Ram, like that. They were screaming slogans and pulling the chariot. ನೆರೆದ ಸಮೂಹದ ಹರ್ಷೋದ್ಗಾರ ಮುಗಿಲ ಮುಟ್ಟಿತು, and the joy of the crowd, it felt like as though it is going and reaching the sky. ಎತ್ತ ನೋಡಿದರು ಜನವೋ ಜನ, ರಥದ ಮುಂದೆ ಕಲಾ ತಂಡಗಳ ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆ ಸಾಗಿತ್ತು. So wherever you see, there was a sea of people, and there were people performing. There were teams or groups of people performing in front of the chariot. So this is the whatever takes place in a village fair. So these are all the things that will take place in a village fair.